Cancer. Thanks so much for checking out my October 2018 predictions for you. I appreciate the love and support. Just a couple of admin notes before we get into this month's predictions for you. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you're a subscriber in the near future, I plan on giving messages from crossed over loved ones at the end of each video specific to Cancer. And I also post my weekly radio show prediction videos here as well for everyone. And in the near future, I'm also planning on doing videos to discuss ascension, what's going on planetary-wise with all of the energies, why it's happening, good versus evil, conspiracy theories. Maybe we'll talk about aliens. We'll talk about different things that you might have questions about and maybe that you've been hearing about out there in the world. If you have questions or you need some advice about stuff, I do offer 1, 2, or 3 questions that you can sign up for. You can follow the link in the description section in this video to ask your question via email, text, Facebook Messenger, voice message, or whatever other way is convenient for you. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. Some people feel more comfortable doing things through email or Messenger versus actually getting on the phone or doing a Skype session. Or in person. So if that's you, I've made it very easy. I also offer certain subscription services where you get discounted rating, where you can basically once a month contact me with anything that you need. I also offer a monthly subscription to receive personalized psychic predictions specific to you. They'll be similar to this, but I break it down for the month and then also weekly. Now, if you're interested in any of my other services, there'll also be a link for that in the description section. And if you do want to make an appointment with me, you can call or text 407-374-3133 or email AskRebeccaToday@gmail. And I will be honoring my Groupon pricing for anyone that schedules an appointment with me via phone, Skype, or in person. All right, let's get into what you can expect for the month of October 2018. These are general predictions for everyone with Cancer as their sun, rising, and moon sign. I'll be talking about areas of work, love, finances, health, and spirituality. So some of the general themes this month, one of them has to do with decisions. It's time for an important decision to be made this month. This decision may be made by you or someone else. You may have no control over the decision, but you do have control over your response to it. And even if this decision is something you're not happy about, know that it'll lead you to where you most need to go. If it's your decision, decide wisely, utilizing your full being, and do not fall back on like a default decision out of fear. And once you make the decision and it's been made, I feel like it's time to take clear, decisive action. And I feel like a lot of you know what I'm talking about. I feel like you've got things rolling around in your head. You've been thinking about changes you want to make and decisions that need to happen. And I feel like this is the month that you're finally going to make them happen. You're also moving into a more natural state of being where you express yourself easily and freely and with more of who you are. So you'll feel truly at home in your own skin this month. There will be a sense of deep familiarity, comfort, and nourishment within yourself. I feel like you reach a new starting point to fulfill your true purpose as well. And some of you could also be moving this month into your new forever home, and some of you are moving into places that are the next part of your journey. And some of you could also be going home to visit, or where you grew up, or an old location that you used to live in. Just feels like visiting home from the past somewhere. This month it will be a time to move your focus from the mundane details of life and connect more with the vastness of who you really are. And some of you will feel like you're in a state of expanded vastness, awareness, and consciousness. Like you just feel bigger in some way, right? You just feel, I don't know, maybe even maybe a sense of like openness. And some of you may experience some weird sensations that you may not realize is you connecting to that cosmic consciousness, right? You're connecting to your higher self. It could feel like some vibration, or like electricity moving through your body, or maybe you feel it like an out of body experience, or you're feeling, again, like expanded in some way. Um, it could just be different for everyone, or you might just feel like a little airy and detached from your body in some way. Um, we're kind of like a computer that's connecting to the internet, but we're so much vaster. So that's the kind of vibe that I have. Now, judgment is a theme for Cancer this month as well. Some of you could find yourself jumping to conclusions, making hasty judgments and decisions. If this happens, it's a clear signal for you to slow down and give things more thought and to give people more chances. If you're someone who judges others, expect this month to be judged yourself. Things will be happening in your life that trigger judgment. And it's happening to show you where you judge and where others judge, and teaches you the problem um, is each of your own, right? Like, if you judge, other people judge. That's just how it works. Everything in your reality is a mirror reflection of what you do and what you feel on the inside. That's why you need to become aware of what you're thinking and feeling, because then you're going to know and you're going to be able to change what you attract to you. So if you're dealing with a lot of drama right now, take a look at what you're feeling on the inside. Are you focused on drama? Do you thrive off of drama? Drama is like an addiction. So if that's the case, then you're going to keep attracting situations in your life that are going to be drama filled. So again, if you're judging, you'll be judged, and vice versa this month. I feel like just control what you can and ignore the rest if somebody's judging you. Just learn from the experience. Some of you will be so worried about money, and probably have been for a while, that it's actually stealing your happiness. Count your blessings. And again, the more you focus on something like lack, the more lack you receive. So the more you focus on your blessings and what you do have, the more of that is what you will receive. So some of you will also find yourselves feeling jealous over what others have, even your friends. Stop, because you're only hurting yourself. And again, you're going to attract jealousy into your life. You're going to attract envy into your life. You're still going to be in a place of lack and not having enough, because that is where your focus and your energy is. So instead, focus on what it is that you want for yourself. Focus on what you want. And I do feel like some of you will be called to go out in the world in a bigger and better way this month. Work, for those employed, things could be changing at work for some of you this month, some for the better, some for the worse. If you've been working hard and trying your best, things will change for the better. If you've been slacking and barely getting by, I suggest you get it together early this month, or you could see some negative changes from being moved to a position you dislike and making less money, to even possible termination or layoff. Employers will be watching. Now, if you do lose your job, realize everything happens for a reason, and when one door closes, another one's going to open. Learn what lesson you need and move on. I do feel like some of you really need to ask for a promotion or more responsibilities at work so that you can increase your finances. So just do it, because I feel like it's really going to work out in your favor. You just need to believe in yourself, right? It's okay. Worst case scenario, they say no and they're like, oh, geez, can you believe her? Who cares? Just ask. Because what if they say yes? And then you have more money. And then you have the job that you like. So don't be afraid. You have nothing to lose. Those of you who have been considering looking for a new job, all signs point to yes, go for it. Obviously, don't wait until obviously don't just quit your job. Wait until you find a new job, unless you can afford to just quit and walk away. Work, for those of you that are looking for a job, not too much happening this month besides the usual of applying, interviewing, and getting hired. Some of you will find some really great jobs. Others may need to take a job that you're not really thrilled about, but it's a temporary solution to your financial situation. So something better will come along soon. Love, those of you in committed relationships and dating, October is going to be a make it or break it period in your relationships, especially for those of you who have been unhappy and fighting all the time. It's happening because you and or your partner are in the process of changing. Don't cling on to something out of fear. And some of you are in brand new relationships, and this month you could be like jumping to conclusions, positive or negative, about your partner. And I feel like they could be doing that to you as well. So again, stop, because there's an underlying like judgment there. Even if it is something, you might be building your expectations up for something, like maybe your partner said, "Oh, I have a surprise for you," and you're in your head, you're like, "Oh, we're getting engaged, we're getting married, we're going to Hawaii," whatever it is, and then it turns out to be something smaller than that. So just slow down and have a conversation about whatever you need. Some of you could get into conflict over greed and jealousy. Don't compare yourselves to your partner. Be a team. That's what it is. And just so you know, that October, Venus, the planet of love, is in retrograde. It started October 5th and it will continue through November 16th. So relationships are going to be the forefront of everything. And again, it is a make it or break it period. So deal with whatever you need to face and work through your relationships, or move on if they're toxic and unhealthy. Don't tolerate abuse. Looking for love, I feel like some of you could be meeting someone through your work or theirs this month. So make sure you're accepting and participating in any sort of work functions. Make sure you're getting out and mingling with friends, because for all you know, you can bump into this person at a place of business that maybe they own or that they work at. Whatever it is, make sure you're getting out. I do feel like lots of fun dating with those of you who are open to the process. I feel like some of you are in the space of just looking to have a good time, which will be the perfect month for this. The rest of you, I feel like, are working through your fears and insecurities in order to truly open your hearts to receive a romantic relationship. Purge your baggage and stop projecting what exes did to you onto new prospective partners. Finances, some financial decisions may be made this month or have already been made that you aren't happy about. Okay, well, change them. Do something different. Be open and flexible. You have the power to change things. You have the power of choice. For the most part, I feel like your finances are stable this month. There is a caution. You could be thinking negatively all month about money. Make sure you stop that, because what you focus on is what you create. So focus on what you want, not what you don't want, right? Or what you don't have. Health, accepting sometimes that you make wrong decisions or make mistakes in life will help improve your health. So stop beating yourself up. There's no such thing as a mistake. It's always a teachable moment to learn to do things differently. It's kind of like, how do you know what happiness is if you haven't experienced sadness? And some of you judge yourselves way too harshly. It just also affects your health. So your mental, what's going on with you mentally and how you perceive yourself affects you physically. Just like stress, it affects you physically. Some of you are too judgmental. Some of you are busy judging others because you secretly hate yourself and you're in denial about it, so you project. Some of you fight change and can't accept you can't accept that the past is over, and this too is affecting your health. And some of you need to let go of anger, which is also affecting your health. So work on thinking positively, eating healthier, getting some exercise, resting, and dealing with your internal baggage. Spirituality, be open to new ideas and new experiences. Understand change is the one constant in your life, no matter how much you fight or resist. The more you resist, the harder it is for you. And some of you would greatly benefit from increased contact with people who are on the spiritual path, whether that path is similar to yours or something completely different. I feel like you need to get out and explore, and not stay home and be a hermit. Expand yourself, right? Overall, I feel like it's going to be a positive month. Yes, you're going to have some challenges, but that is life. It all just depends on how you deal with them. and how easily you get through them if you have some good coping skills. I'm sending you guys lots of positive vibes, and I hope that everyone's relationships stay intact, and the ones that break up, good, because they probably weren't good in the first place. All right, I will talk to you guys next month. Bye.